right? Not that you just join the invite, but that you get connected to that community. All right, so listen, I can't wait to hear what Adura's going to teach us today because I'm learning too and taking notes. I'm going to get out of the way for my good. Look at that with the princess in your lap. Come on. Y'all give it up for the king. For the king, right? He's a king. Adora, the floor is yours.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. What is going on, my Growth Hub family? Happy Friday, everybody. What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Ready to get active? No, I ain't asking you to do that. Ready to get active today? Say what's up to the people. Say hi. Say hi to the people.
Hi.
Guys, so I got my 3-year-old daughter here today, and I was thinking about you guys, right? And I'm thinking about, the conclusion, day 4. Well, it's not. I'm saying conclusion, but just drop a 1 in the chat if you know it's not really the conclusion. It's just
Not the
it's just the
conclusion.
conclusion of the challenge. But now we going way deeper than this, right? If it's deeper than the challenge, give me a 1 in the chat, right? So, but today is the final day of the challenge, and I'm thinking about you guys, and I'm like, man, this question popped in my mind, right? So, I get up every day, pretty earlier than probably most human beings do, and I go to work, and my reason for doing that is for, my family, right? So, for this little terrorist right here. So what I want to know from you guys, right? So a lot of people talk about money. Like you see all these people on social media talking about money, fast cash, this, that, and the third. I'm not that guy,
yes.
right? Like this shirt I got on right now is from
Taking a
Amazon,
challenge
right? Like, so that's
and
not it for me.
learning and
My
growing
personal
is
why
so
is like
paramount to
freedom,
our success
really
and to
being
my
able to take care of
success.
family and
These are
everything
some
like
of the
that.
things that
So
I'm
what I want
using
to do,
to educate
and I enjoyed
myself,
hearing from you
some of the
guys so
great
much
speakers, some
yesterday.
of the courses that I'm taking.
I wanna
I'm
hear
so
from a couple of
excited.
you guys. Like, I want you to talk to me about why you're doing this, right? I want you to tell me real quick why you're doing this, who you're doing it for, right? Because what happens is we've given you a ton of information over this 4 days, right? And that's fine. That's great, if I do say so myself. But the people that are really going to implement and that are really going to stick it out, even when it seems challenging, even when people are telling you no, even when you're stumbling, you're fumbling, what's going to like really get you through it? It's going to be your why, right? It's going to be your why. You not wanting to is my why here. Lowers my desk. It's going to be about you not wanting to give up on your kids,
On you.
your parents, your significant other, whatever your why is, right? So let's start this off like that. Somebody hop on, or a couple people hop on. Tell me why you're doing this thing. Tell me why you're doing this, and tell me what is going to cause you to stay focused even after this challenge. Let's go, guys. I want to hear from you guys before we get rolling, by the way. Let's see. So we're gonna. Do I have the ability to unmute, or the team gonna do that? I see.
I'll go ahead and do that for you, Adora.
Thank you, Ava.
Oh, it's Lakeisha today.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Lakeisha.
No problem.
See who we got.
Hi.
Come talk to me.
Hi.
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 Hey.
Hello.
Grand Rising. Hello. Good morning.
Baby girl.
Let's go.
Oh my God.
Happy birthday.
We're doing this for my
Woohoo.
said it's too loud. She said the energy is too much. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will see you later. All right, man. All right. So I heard a lot there. I'm going to let me see here. One, I want to shout out. Hey, I had a list here. It went away. Oh man, I saw some people. Guys, how many people? How many people did the homework last night? I saw a lot of you guys. I actually made a note of some people to shout out, and it kind of disappeared here. But I saw. Let me shout out Damien. That was one of them. Damien said I got my first client this morning. Another one, I think Amber. I saw a really dope video from Amber. I think one was from I saw a lot of really good videos, guys. I literally had a whole list here, and I don't know what happened to my document, so I apologize. Anyone have like an extraordinary tale of action that you want to come on and tell us about real quick? Like you done went out there, put it all on the line. Let me hear from somebody like that, so we can really get the party started. Anyone, if you got your hands raised, all right, I'm gonna try. Dr. Tahiri, I don't know if I said that correctly. I apologize if I didn't.
No worries, no worries. First of all, God morning to you. And the princess is absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to say this. Enjoy it while you can. And I know that she's got you wrapped around the finger and it doesn't change. I'm well over in my 50s and I'm still daddy's girl. I'm still his baby girl. So hold on to that. Hold on to that. Yesterday, because I had already had my list and actually started working on the demo last week when you told us to jump on it. I had made my list. I have a list of almost 20 now of people that I'm reaching out to. One of those I met in person on yesterday, and she was like, oh my God, I need to get this. So I need to do my back end, finish that up, and be able to send her the demo and everything so that it's clear for her to be able to jump on. But I know that within my list and operating in the space of, since I've been in sales, of a third actually purchasing, then that should be about about 6 to 7 for me that I should be able to grab from the list that I've already made. So taking that and running with it. Um, as far as my why that you asked about, it is family, freedom. Lord, I'm trying not to get teary-eyed here. Family, finances, and freedom. Um, my fiance will be retiring in 2 years, and my goal is to be able to purchase our house, if not completely by cash, then at least half of it by cash by the end of the year, because I don't want that financial burden on him when we get into our forever home. So that's my push and goal for that. I want to pay off my mom's house. I want to be able to give um, throughout the community and throughout my church. So those are my pushes as to why and the impact. Just being able to make an impact in the community, because it ain't about me, it's bigger than me. Just money is the fuel and the vehicle to be able to do those things.
Ooh, sheesh. About to make me tear up over here. Thank you for sharing. Man, again, guys, this is much deeper than just this challenge, man. I feel like some lives are gonna be changed. I feel like some homes are gonna be purchased. I feel like freedom is gonna be acquired. And that's the cool thing about freedom, guys. Like, it literally means something to each and every one of us, right? But my why for doing this, and literally this challenge, I hope you guys know, is like pretty much dominated my whole week, right? My why for doing this is I want to help you guys acquire what I would call the freedom of choice. All right? Freedom of choice is one of the most powerful things that you can have, right? Notice, notice I'm not saying like, yo, fast cash is going to come raining from the sky upon you. No, this stuff takes hard work, guys. But freedom of choice is just simply you having the freedom to choose, right? A lot of us are in situations, and give me a one in the chat if you feel me. A lot of us are in situations where you don't have the freedom of choice,
Jesus.
right?
Talk about
So
it.
you're not necessarily in control of your own time. You find yourself in situations where you have to make choices based off of your circumstances, choices based off of lack, choices based off of not having enough, right? I want you guys to have that freedom of choice, whether that is the freedom to live wherever you want to live, the freedom to send your children to whatever school, whatever situation you want to send them school to, or you know what? The freedom to, like, there's people out here that have true freedom that are like, yo, I don't even want to send my kids to like traditional public school. I'm gonna do something totally different. That's freedom of choice, right? I want you guys to have the freedom to travel and not travel based off of like the deal that you saw on like Expedia.com, but like travel based off of how you really want to move. Give me a one in the chat or type freedom in the chat if you know what I'm talking about, right? This is why I'm here. That's my why for you guys, right? Some of you guys might just need an extra little $500,000 a month, whatever the case may be. Some of you guys might have aspirations for grand scale.
Yeah.
Either way, right? It all ties back to one, putting that work in, enhancing your skill set, which would you agree that between last week and now, your skill set, your knowledge base, information base has been like greatly enhanced? Give me a one in the chat if you would agree with that, right? So we're enhancing your skill set.
Yes.
Now we just simply got to go out. We got to do
And
the work.
implement.
We got to implement, so on and so on, right? So let me share my screen with you guys. All right, so let's do a quick recap. We are on day four. Day four together, man. So day one, we set up everything. You saw our plug and play funnels. Day two, we went in on the AI agents. Day three, client acquisition secrets. Now day four is only the logical next step is, all right, when we have like a business owner that has like raised their hand, they're interested in your services, what might you say to these people on what we call our demo call, right? So that's what we're going to talk about today. So today's agenda, do some training here. I'm going to walk you guys through just a little mini roadmap here. And then don't think I forgot. I said we were going to do a giveaway. So we're going to do that as well. I believe we are giving away an iPad, I believe.
That's right.
Damn, I need an iPad. But we're giving the iPad away. Oh, this is what, I don't know who this is. You might be on here. So I stumbled across this on, I think I got tagged in a story on Instagram. And whoever this was, elevation.ai, got the whole website set up. Got the whole website set up. Oh, check this. Oh man, let's just. I don't know who this was. I don't know if you're on here right now, but shout out to you. Let's check this
Beautiful.
out real quick, right? So this is an example of I just showed you guys this site yesterday, right? And this young lady, I don't know if this is her. I don't know if this is her in the video. Let me look at the chat real quick. Oh, that's ABG Equity. That's me. So look, shout out to ABG Equity. I saw this and it's crazy, right? This has been I'm on like a social media or it's supposed to be a non-work related social media fast. So I'm not even really seeing stuff, but I guess this is work. But I happened to see this, man, and I really liked it. So let's check this out real quick. Let's check this out real quick before we get rolling.
Calling FG Equity Capital. I just need to ask a few quick questions about the property so we can give you our best cash offer. Do you have a minute?
Sure.
Great. Just to clarify up front, if we were able to agree on a price today and get it approved, is there anything that would keep us from moving forward?
Ooh.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff to move out of my house.
Got it. That makes sense. Moving can definitely take some time. If we were able to work with you on a timeline that gives you enough time to handle that, would that help?
Of course, yeah.
Perfect. We can definitely keep that in mind. Now, is the property currently vacant, tenant occupied, or owner occupied?
I'm living in the property actually.
Thanks for letting me know. And just to check, are there any liens or mortgages on the property that we need to take care of?
Yes, I do have a small mortgage. I don't really want to talk about it, but we can talk about it later.
Totally understand, no problem at all. We can revisit that when you're ready. Now, thinking about the property itself, would you say it's more of an as-is sale, or is it fully renovated to current market standards?
Well, I haven't done nothing, no work to the property in like 20 years or so.
Got it. Sounds like it might fall into the as-is category then. Thanks for sharing that. What would you say is the main reason you're looking to sell the property?
I want to move. I want to move to a different state.
All right, guys. Everybody
That
give
was
it
really
give
good.
a hand clap, a dap, or something to ABG Equity. I like that.
Over.
That would be oh man, you
Objection.
could
Very
definitely
well.
sell that to real estate investors, wholesalers, all of that. So I just wanted to shout you out on that. All right, guys. Now, what do we need? Right. So at this point, we are operating from the standpoint of all right. We have a business owner. They have scheduled. They've seen your stuff. They've scheduled a demo with you. What do you say to them, right? I know you guys, some of you guys have had some like anxiety around that. So, you know how we roll, right? So, we got this whole doc here that I've created that is a whole guide, scripting walkthrough of every friggin' thing that you need to say on the demo so that you have full clarity. You're not guessing, you're not wondering, you're not stumbling, you're not fumbling, right? A whole entire guide for you guys. But you know what I want to do here? What I want to do, man, it's day 4. Let's let loose, guys. So I want to teach this to you guys, like how it sounds, what how this whole thing is supposed to flow. But I want to teach it to you by actually doing this like a live role play, right? Role play situation with one of you guys as the business owner. Is anyone up? Is anyone up for that challenge? Let me look at the chat real quick, right? Let's actually learn this. Let's not learn based off of theory. Let's learn from actually doing it.
Okay, Adora, I see that Wendy Charles is waving like she's ready to go. She say, "Pick me, pick me."
Wendy, it is then.
Okay. Wendy, I'm gonna pull you up right now. I'm asking you to unmute.
Good afternoon. Morning. How is everybody doing? I guess I've been up so long.
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning. Thank you so much for this. This is so exciting.
No, thank you. Give me one second, guys. This weird thing keeps happening with my camera. Give me 1 second.
Take your time.
All right, I'm back. All right, cool. So, Wendy,
Yeah.
you are gonna be our demo business owner. Um, what kind of business? Well, you know what? We'll just. Well, I guess let's go in with a business. What kind of business you gonna say you do?
I have online courses. I am a public speaker and coach.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay.
I tell you what, let me do an account that I have. Right now, I have 13 accounts that I'm trying to get to look at this, and they're doctor's offices. So let me be one.
Okay.
Okay? So I have a I'm a musculoskeletal physician.
Ooh. All right. So we're gonna start here. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So we're at part one, guys. Part one, what we're simply doing, very important part of a call is just simply setting the expectation of, what's supposed to happen on this call, right? So I'll go, hey, Wendy, or hey, Dr. Wendy, thank you so much for hopping on. I really appreciate it. I know you're super busy. So before we get rolling, right, I just want to break down for you how this call works. For starters, I'm just going to ask you some questions, just get a feel for your business, how you handle leads, all that good stuff. And if it makes sense, we'll then jump into, live demo of our AI system. So you can kind of get a understanding of how this would work for your business. And, if it makes sense for you, if it's something that you're interested in, we can get you set up today. And if not a fit, absolutely no worries. At least we, got to spend a little time together. Is that okay?
Yes.
All right, perfect. All right, so that's part one, guys. Now, part two, we have our discovery questions, right? So, discovery, just like it sounds, we're going to discover, we're going to ask some questions, probe, and discover, see what, this person has going on, in their business, right? So, we're gathering intel here. Also, within this, right, so your mission, as it says here, find gaps in their process. Where are they losing money? Okay, so just a little secret sauce here, guys. Anyone anyone out here, right, can go out and say, hey, I build AI agents, right? You're really able to separate yourself when you're able to understand, like gaps in people's like business and their sales processes. Because at that point, you're not just like a person, a tech person that builds AI and that's all they do. You can now position yourself as an AI consultant, hint, hint, right? So, question one. Oh, so Wendy, so tell me, just what are you guys doing right now to get customers? Like, are you guys like running ads on Facebook, Google, or what?
Today we work mainly on referrals. I do have a site up with pretty much word of mouth and referrals.
Okay, okay. Now, would you say like how many leads, per month are you guys getting?
Oh, I say doctors probably refer about 20 patients to me a month.
Okay, so 20 patients per month, and that's mostly from referrals. Now, out of those 20 or so leads, like how many like actual, become like actual paying customers, would you say?
Actually, I'd say about 80% become paying customers because they're referred from other physicians, probably PCPs.
Okay, okay. And now, so I'm gonna pause there, right? So, in this scenario that Wendy has presented me, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's dealing with mostly referral business. Also, not so. This is what I'm thinking, like internally. So she's getting referrals. She's not doing any
Marketing.
advertising, right? So that's
She has
not
a
a pain
different business
point.
model.
Now, something I might ask, right? So I might go, so hey, Wendy, are you just this lead flow that you're getting right now? Is that something like you guys are happy with? Like, or do you guys like plan to, at some point start doing like any type of paid advertising or, really,
Oh,
you know,
absolutely. We've moved to a $1 million facility, so we've got growth business.
oh, okay, okay. So do you have a timeline of when um, you guys might start to do
Actually,
paid
we've
ads?
just moved one facility, so within the first week of February, we want to be off and running.
Okay,
Awesome. So
okay. All right, so let's pause there, guys. Do you guys see why I asked that question? And then what we were able to then uncover from that question,
yes.
right? So again, you guys, you got to be able to kind of
See,
maneuver,
she's a
be
good fit.
resourceful, right? Because what I was getting at the beginning from Wendy is like, I'm not really sure I can help this person. They're doing referral business. They convert most of the referrals anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so
But they
But
still don't have the
now she's
system.
saying, all right, we just moved into a new facility. We're gonna be running ads soon. All right, now, okay, there could be something here. All right, so what would you say? And well, this is she's a doctor, so this might be different. But what would you say like, or what service or what treatment would you say that most of your patients end up buying from you, for lack of better words?
Well, we're a muscle skeletal facility, so we do numerous adjustments, we do different lasers, we do prostheses, plastic prostheses development for our clients. Uh, our pain point here really is probably our system. Okay, system of calls in, calls out. The reason why I'm trying to have a conversation with someone is because my office staff is overwhelmed with things to do. So we're just trying to figure out how to streamline that. Does that help with my direction towards you?
Yeah, yeah. So how many calls? How many inbound calls would you say you guys get like on a monthly basis?
Oh, on a monthly basis, probably about 140.
Oh, okay, okay. And who do you have taking those calls?
Right now, we just have one receptionist that's taking the calls, and they're having a hard time keeping up.
Okay. And how many hours daily is your receptionist working?
Oh, I would say there's a normal 8 hour day, but I would say probably more like 10 to 11 hours a day to catch
So
up, coming early and then staying late to keep up with things.
so would you say like, do you think like you guys like possibly miss out on a lot of calls because of that?
Absolutely. Things are dropping. Absolutely.
Okay, okay. Now that makes sense. And how about this? Like for people that might come in and they don't end up becoming a customer again, for lack of better words. What's your follow up you guys follow-up process like with those
They
people?
don't.
There's none. We don't have time. We just have to go with the customers we have. But we'd
Okay.
like to get them into our system. We'd like to add more doctors. As I said, we just moved to a $1 million facility, so we're looking for other options.
Now, another question that I just thought of. So, like, you said your receptionist is working like a regular, like 8-hour shift. What are you guys doing for calls like after hours?
Oh, it just goes into a answer, just an answering service at night. We'll pick them up and then deliver them to us again in the morning.
Got you. So,
They have the
well,
answering,
so that what would you estimate is like that time gap from the time your receptionist is off between the time in the morning that you guys would get messages from the answering service?
Well, I'd say at least probably 12, 15 hours.
Oh man. So okay. So I'm just taking notes here. Again, this is great. Just getting clarity on what you guys have going on. So here's a question. So would you say like you guys get calls from people that might need like, potentially like immediate help?
Not too much. We tell people if you need immediate help that they need to call 911. Again, we're specialists in certain fields, so most of our people aren't necessarily in an emergency situation.
Okay.
Does that make sense? But we do have coverage for those kind of calls in case people are misdirected mentally into what they need to, who they want to speak to. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Okay. And do you have any like any idea or any data around like, so the people that did call and your receptionist couldn't get to, or maybe she was tied up talking to somebody else, do you have any data around like how many of those people like you guys were able to maybe recover versus how many maybe just like ended up going to like your competitor kind of thing?
Not really. Right now, we have an immediate need of working with clients that are ready to sign up with us and work with us. Those that are kind of iffy or on the fence, we kind of miss out in some of those opportunities to bring them back.
Gotcha. So you feel like there's definitely like revenue that you guys are not capturing now because of this?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. All right. So quick pause. Where are we at right now, guys? We've done the discovery. Is there pain here? Is there any pain here with Dr. Wendy? Give me a one in the chat if so. Right? So what you're simply trying to do, you're asking questions, but we're asking them, in a somewhat strategic way to uncover the gaps, the holes, the missed opportunities, that this person had in their business. And oftentimes, you're asking people these questions, and as you're answering them, they're like fleshing it out in real time as well. Like, oh man, yeah, we probably do miss out on a lot of money due to missed calls and stuff like that, right? So you're trying to get them to that point, right, where you're discovering about them and their business, but they're also essentially saying in real time as well that they've got these issues. They're missing revenue, they're missing phone calls, their follow-up is terrible, so on and so on, right? So, all right, now we've done the discovery. Now, part 3, let's present a solution, all right? So, in this case, I might go, okay, so Dr. Wendy, let me make sure I got this right. You guys are getting, about 20 leads per month. from the referral side, and you're converting a large percentage of them into customers. You've got your receptionist though that's handling the inbound phone calls, and what it sounds like is, and I'm sure she's an amazing receptionist, but it just sounds like she's being overwhelmed by the influx of the 100+ calls that are coming in monthly. So you're in a great place, right? You guys are capturing the people that are probably ready to go right now, but it sounds like one, you're missing a lot of opportunity just from just having one human on the phone, and she can only talk to one person. She takes breaks. She's only working 8 hours a day, so there's probably a lot of opportunity being missed out on right now, right? So just doing the math on this, right? If you, what would you say? And I know you've got a lot of different services, but like, what would you say like the average lifetime value of a customer is like worth to your business right now?
Priceless for a lifetime value.
Priceless.
To maintain our business, we need customers that will be with us for a lifetime.
And these services, I've looked some of them up. They sound, I know they're not cheap, right?
No, they aren't, and a lot of times they aren't even covered by insurance, so we have to really try to work with our client and keep up with it. And that's kind of maybe why we kind of lose some clients too, because of the alternative costs.
Right. So I would guess like, so, if you just let's say, just for simple math, a customer on average was worth $10,000 to you guys, right? For example, and you guys are converting, pretty high, 80% of those. So the non-converted leads, the missed calls, even if you're missing out on, let's say you're missing 50 calls, on average per month, which is, realistic. If you're missing 50 calls per month, at an average customer value of $10,000, and you're converting 80% of those people, I'm not a math whiz, but that's a pretty good chunk of change being left on the table. Would you agree?
Absolutely. So what do you have for me? I'm curious because I've been hearing about all these AI things and just trying to see what they can do for me.
So the beauty of this, right, is all the problems that you're having, our AI can absolutely help you with, right? So how this could work for your business, just based off of what we've discussed so far, I think like the immediate kind of problem that we can solve for you is the inbound call situation, right? So how our AI works is literally we can plug it into your business, and all of those calls that are coming in, we could either, so you could do a couple things, and just depending on what you want to do with your receptionist, we could have it set up where the AI operates like in an after hours situation, which will definitely be much better than just a answering service that really doesn't know much about your business. Or we could route calls to the AI and have your receptionist focus on just higher leverage task or whatever the case may be. But that's like an immediate thing that our AI can help you with. So what I'd like to do, I want to show you just a quick demo real quick. So I'm actually going to, we've set up dozens of different AI agents for different businesses. So what I'd actually like to do real quick is just make a call. I'm going to put this on speaker, right? And let's actually call one of our AI agents. So you'll be able to kind of hear how this sounds in real time. Is that cool?
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I'm trying to get some ideas, so that'd be great.
All right, perfect. So you'll see how it interacts, in real time to questions, so on and so on. I'll even try to throw it some curveballs. We'll see how it handles it. And yeah, let's see how it goes. You ready?
I am.
Ready?
All right. So I'm gonna skip that part, but that would be where I literally get on my phone, boom. So I'm on Zoom with the person, get on my phone, call one of our AI agents, and literally just do like a live thing. And I might say to the person, or another thing that we can do is like, hey, you got your phone? All right, look, pull your phone out real quick. I'm gonna tell you this number to call. So you get them to interact with the AI, right? So hey,
Yeah,
you
that's
know
a
what?
good one.
We set up this AI agent for this med spa business, right? I want you to call it, interact with it, boom, 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 ask it some questions, and you'll just see how this process works, how the AI sounds, boom, 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 right? So you get them to actually really go in with the AI, and oftentimes they're like, oh man, this is crazy. Oh man, it responded this way. Oh my goodness, this, that, and the third. So you could do the demo those different ways. And then,
So, like, what number would you? I'm sorry, I'm out of character. But
mhm,
is it one of the numbers that we took and we
mhm,
sent them back to that number?
mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, so in Growth Hub, I would just, so like, for example, you know how any one of the AI agents that you have in your account, give it a phone number, and then, so you got to buy a phone number, and then you connect that phone number to the AI agent, and that could just be one of your demo AI agents, right? So, boom, on your demos, it's like, hey, call this number, and here we go, right? So you can do it, or you can have them do it, either
Mm-hmm.
way. And then after the demo,
I think I think it's probably best to have them do it. Seems like it would be more
yeah, it's
efficient.
more interactive if they do it.
Right.
So they really experience it. Their mind kind of starts like working overtime, like, whoa, you know. Um, and again, guys, you're gonna get this document. I saw some people asking, are we gonna get this? This is created for you guys. So yes, you will get this document. It'll be in the school group with the replay. And then from there, all right, part 4, close the deal, right? So, we wrap up the demo. So it's like, oh man, Dr. Wendy, was that pretty cool? What do you think?
I think that was awesome. Yeah, we can start with looking at call agents, and I'm sure there's a few other things that we need because I'm not sure we have a good CRM set up, and capturing any of that information and then getting back to people. So I think that's a good solution or a place to start.
Okay, okay. No, I love that. And the beauty of what I just showed you, that was a demo, right? So our AI agent, like, once completed, if we do move forward, it'll be completely trained on your business, your services, objections. It basically almost becomes like your best employee, within a month or so, right? So you could definitely see this working in your business, is what you're saying.
I can, but I want to ask, how much time do I have to have my staff engaged in learning any of this?
Um, None, really. So everything we do is completely done for you. So your staff really doesn't need to learn much of anything. Once we get everything set up, we'll walk you through how everything works. But that's the beauty of AI is, in reality,
Plug and play.
AI is smarter than all of us, right? So it's just you guys understanding just a few little things, but not much time at all.
Great. That sounds good. Because that's really what I am concerned about is taking away to learn, and
Oh yeah.
I already have a problem.
Nah, that's why you got us. That's why they pay us the big bucks.
That's
So,
right.
all right, now we move to the next step, right? So, um, based off of what we're saying, and what you're saying that you would need in your business, right? How our pricing works, the investment is there's a one-time setup fee. So, guys, these are just random numbers right here. Even though this is actually not, but yeah, this is not a bad starting thing for you guys. So I'd say, all right, Dr. Wendy, how it works is we have a one-time setup fee, right? Which covers us building, training your custom AI, everything and launching it. That's a one-time setup fee, $1,497. And then after that, it's just a monthly maintenance fee of $497 a month. So how the payment works is you pay half up front if you wanted to move forward, and that covers your the build, right, and the setup, and then you pay the other half, when we go live. Generally, it takes us about 21 days to build this out for you, and then the monthly fee kicks in after we've launched it.
And what's my measurement of success with this application after all that, and the reoccurring corrections or things that we might incorporate later? Is there any other fees or anything else going on with that?
No. So your first answer, your measurement of success is in your situation. Let's say you're missing. Well, let me not put words in your mouth. How many calls do you think you guys are missing per month right now?
Oh, let's say I'll just throw a number out of 60. How about 60 calls?
Okay. So the big measurement of success, Dr. Mary, is our AI will be able to literally pick up the phone within two rings and can talk to multiple people at once, right? So we dramatically, if not completely, eradicate the whole concept of you guys missing calls in your business, right? Which I would probably estimate, right now, just based off of the high conversion rate that you've told me about, is probably costing you guys tens of thousands of dollars per month right now. So that would be like the benchmark for success, if you will. Does that make sense?
It does. Thank you for that.
No,
So
absolutely.
the second question was about the revision. So is that monthly? For example, we have other services or other things like that. Do I have to set it up again? What do I do?
No, so any like revisions, like hey, we have new pricing, that the agent needs to be aware of. We have a new set of FAQs that the agent needs to be aware of. Anything like that is covered, inside of, your monthly package. So you just simply let us know, and we take care of that for you. Now, if we're talking about building, a completely different AI agent, then that would be something different. But in terms of just like revisions, we got you covered with that.
Could you explain to me what you mean by different AI agent? Because this is the AI agent I'm getting. So how would I know? What do you mean by different?
So, for example, if you said, "Hey, Adora, we're gonna start heavily, promoting ourselves on Instagram, for example, and you want an AI agent that is, gonna be in your DMs, because as you start posting on Instagram, people start seeing your content that they might reach out. They're gonna message you and whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
We can install an AI agent in your Instagram DMs that's able to field those
Right.
messages and work for you on that channel as well. So that's what I mean by different AI agent.
And as I add agents, what's the cost of that?
Well, let me ask you a question. Is this like an immediate thing for you, or just kind of like maybe down the line?
Well, I'm not sure. What I'd like to do is probably take this in house to my wife and my staff, my receptionist there. Have them kind of run through it and see if that's the piece that they need. I know that they need the phone thing, but I don't know if there's any other thing because I'm not doing that job. All I am is the doctor doing the manipulation thing. So I don't know, the operational piece. But there may be some other aspects that they need. I'm not sure. So I'm just trying to figure out, for a budget, I put you in front of them. We resolved the call situation. Now we've identified some other things. I want to know what's my add-ons. Does that make
Gotcha.
sense?
Yeah, yeah. So I'll tell you this. Our normal pricing the pricing that I just gave you is per AI agent, right? So if you wanted to get another AI agent, we would just multiply, everything times two, right? So the monthly would be $1,000 a month, and the setup fee would be basically $3,000. Now, because I like you so much, Dr. Wendy, if that's something you told me that like, hey, I'm ready, like we want to get multiple AI agents, what we would do is we would reduce the setup fee by $500. So instead of it being $3,000, you could get in for 2,500. Does that make sense?
That does. Okay. I can see it. So each time I pay an additional setup fee for an agent plus an additional increased monthly cost.
Correct, correct. And if you ever get to a situation where you're getting multiple, we could discuss some kind of volume-based pricing. So yeah, we like to take care of our customers.
Great. That sounds good. So yes, I think I'd like what do we have to do to have you guys come in and give me a demo? Is the demo any different than the demo I just had when I dialed into this number and I just heard it? Is there something more dynamic than what we just did?
No, that was the demo. The only next step is if you want to go from demo to actually setting this up in your business. All we would have to do is I would send you an invoice, and once you knock that out, we would start the process.
Awesome. That's great. That sounds good. One of my people were asking me what's the number of calls that would max out that this agent can take. Are you able to expound on that?
What kind of volume are they trying to do?
No, I'm asking what's the max volume that this agent can manage. So can it manage 1,000, 2,000, 10,000? How many calls? Because like I said, we just moved to $1 million facility, so it's a lot bigger than the other. I don't know what the volume's going to bring, but I'm trying to see if we can handle, if your AI agent can handle all the volume that we bring. So is there a cap, a limit on how many calls it can take per month, or how much it services?
No, there's no cap.
Okay, thank you. That's awesome.
All right, so Dr. Wendy, the final question is, are you ready to get rolling?
I am ready. So please send me that invoice and let's get started. And I'll see you next Wednesday. I hope you can come to my facility next Wednesday and get us all set up. So we'll pay you whatever the setup fee is now, and move on from there. Sounds good to me if it works for you.
All right, sounds good. All right, let's hold on. Where's my screen? All right, everybody, give a virtual round of applause for Wendy.
Thank you.
Thank you
That
so
really
much.
helped. That really helped because this is exactly what I'm going through right now, and Here are my 13 names here. Okay, so
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
let's go get this done.
Let's go. All right. That was actually really good, guys. Wendy
That was
asked
pretty
a lot of good questions.
good.
Guys, how we feeling? How we feeling? How we feeling? How we feeling?
Feeling better.
Let me know in the chat.
A lot of questions.
Choke over here.
But it's good to get
The
them
only thing-
answered now.
That I would have said to Wendy is at the end, like, hey Wendy, like we actually don't have to come to your office. So yeah, that's the only thing that I would have added in there. But that was a really, really good role play.
Oh, yeah.
Wendy
That
definitely
role
threw
play
some
was good.
curveballs in there as well. I like that.
Mhm.
But guys, that is the framework
And you will
for the
get that.
conversation
You will get the
that
curveballs for sure.
you guys would be having with people, right? Simple questions, right? We're just gonna
conversational.
grab. So let's just walk through the steps, right? One final time. So, part one, set expectations. Is everybody clear on what needs to happen first? Set expectations of what we're gonna do on the call, right? Part two, discovery questions, right? This is where we probe, we see what they got going on. We're trying to find gaps in their process. Would you guys say that on that demo, we found some gaps in Dr. Wendy's processes? Yes or no? All right, cool. We did the discovery. Now we understand, what they got going on. Also, by the way, guys, if I let's say Wendy took me down the route of, all right, I'm not running ads. We're never gonna run ads, and we only operate based off of referral business, and we're not getting any missed phone calls. That probably would likely not be someone that we can help, right? And you got to be cool with that too, right? I talk to a lot of people, and a lot of them like, I can't help, right? Just based off of what they've got going on. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, right? Also, which brings me to something real quick. One thing that you guys got to be cool with, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware of this, but one thing you got to be cool with is people saying no to you, right? People will tell you no. I saw somebody post something somewhere. I don't think this was in our group, but it was somewhere. And they were like, oh man, I talked to some business owners and they don't believe in AI. And they said like AI can't handle calls and, AI sucks and this, that, and the third. And this person wrote this like in a spirit of like being defeated, right? Like, yo, I talked to a few businesses. They didn't like the concept of AI taking their calls, and oh my God, this was like a waste of time, right? So I'm telling you this because again, we're here to elevate your skill set, but we're also here to elevate your mindset, right? Be cool with people saying no. Actually, you know what? Embrace the no. The no simply means, yo, keep it moving. Keep it moving. You're that much closer to a yes. Don't be out here. Don't be. I was about to say something maybe not so politically correct, but don't be out here getting defeated because people told you no. Right? That would mean you completely wasted my time and you completely wasted your time over the course of these 4 days, right? So again, put it in the chat, guys. Embrace the no. The no only gets you that much closer to a yes. More people are going to tell you no than more people tell you yes. All right, guys? So now moving forward, part 3, we present the solution. If this person has pain, if they have gaps, what do we now do? We present the solution like, oh, so it looks like, boom, you're experiencing this pain. You're missing money over here. You're missing money over there. You're missing money over here. Oh, our AI can help you fix that, right? Then next step, you do the demo. Then attempt to close the deal. Also, if you guys notice, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the question that I asked Wendy? At the end, don't be afraid. Yo, don't sit on a call with somebody 20, 30 minutes and not ask them
Questions.
for the business. Do not be scared to ask people for money. Do not be scared to ask people for money, right? We were saying something and I was like, hey, Wendy, so I think I said like the $1 million question is, are you ready to move forward with this, right? However you want to phrase that. Don't do all of this. You done been on this challenge, posting on social media, doing all this stuff, creating a list, calling people, only to get on a demo and get to the final piece and not ask for the money. Guys, there's been tons of situations that I've been in where if I didn't ask for the money, the person would have just, okay, I'll talk to you later, I guess. No, it's like, hey, like, if you like this, would you like to move forward? Or then they might tell you, hey, all right, look, I got to think about it, or whatever the case may be, which is fine, but do not be afraid, right? Put them dollar signs in the chat. Do not be afraid to ask
Put those dollar
for
signs.
the money. Give me the money, right? All right, so that is the demo, guys. Now, I've seen you guys asking about packages, pricing, all right? Ultimately, you could do whatever you want to do, but my suggested pricing is probably, like for one AI agent, by the way, one AI agent, I would probably be between, like starting out, right? And I talked about this concept, I think, at one of these sessions. You want to start out, with like no-brainer offers for people, right? Where it's like little resistance. So I would probably be at like somewhere between like $9.97 to like $2,000, somewhere in that realm. Basically $1,000 to $2,000 for the build fee. All right. Then for the monthly fee, the lowest that I would want to do for the monthly, I wouldn't want to go lower than $297 a month, guys, honestly. I'd really want to be closer to $500 a month, but $297. So like, for example, I have a package. My lowest package is like our Instagram or Facebook Messenger AI agent. And I think we currently do those at a $3,000 setup fee and $397 a month, I want to say.
Wow.
So that's like my lowest package, right? So ultimately, it's your decision to make, right? So you got to have your packages. The way I do packages is I treat every AI agent as, a different thing, right? So if someone says to me like they want 3 AI agents, that's a greater price than 1 AI agent, right? So then you might do like a bundle deal type situation, right? So let's say you were charging 1,000 per AI agent. Somebody says they want 3. All right, maybe I'm like I did with like Wendy. All right, maybe that's 2,500, right? So you gotta play around with the pricing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, different industries and different businesses. That's
Yeah.
also why when I was that day 2, I told you guys that I like businesses that have like higher ticket offerings, right? If a business, their average, whatever they're selling is like $5,000, then they can pay me $5,000 for one AI agent because that's just one sale for them. Give me a 1 in the chat if you understand that. Now, if you juxtapose that to businesses that they're selling something for $50, and I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm just saying I personally like working with businesses that it they can wrap. It's much easier for them to wrap their head around. Oh, okay, we're selling something that's somewhat expensive, so we literally only need like one sale to justify paying this guy, right? So packages. That was packages. Now the other thing that we need is a way to collect money. You need a way to collect money, right? So some of you guys, you might already have an established, business, LLC or whatever. Then cool, use whatever you're using, right? And if you do have that, like for example, if you guys have something like Stripe, anyone in here have Stripe, by the way? Oh, it's a lot of people in here that have Stripe.
Mm-hmm.
So, were you guys aware that inside of Growth Hub you can actually connect your Stripe account? Which, for
Yes.
those of you guys that don't know, Stripe is a merchant account. It's
Mm-hmm.
a merchant payment processor that allows businesses to be able to collect money, right? So you can actually connect your Stripe account inside of Growth Hub and send people a link and connect that to your package, and you can get paid directly inside of Growth Hub. Did you guys know that?
Yes.
Oh, I see people said already done. Let's go. So you could do that inside of Growth Hub with your Stripe account, your PayPal business account, and there's a couple others in there too. Now, for you guys that do not have a business, yo, you gotta get it how you get it. So that could be Zelle. That could be Zelle. That could be what else do people use? Zelle. That I've seen people get paid via Cash App. Zelle, Cash App. Oh, PayPal, right? Your regular PayPal account, whatever you want to do, right? I'm of the mindset of by any means necessary, right? That's my mindset. So you need a way, either way, whatever you do, you need a way to collect money. I'm not telling you guys what to use. Whatever you want to do, right? All right. Now, guys, that is it for the training portion of day 4. So at this point, what do we know, guys? What do we know so far? Drop it in the chat. What do we know so far? We have set up your Growth Hub. I see. I didn't even talk to you guys about payment stuff, and I see a lot of you guys already said you got that connected. So you just set up your Growth Hub. You know about the plug and play funnels, and clearly, I see a whole bunch of you guys already set up your funnels, set up your website. You know how to create an AI agent. You know about client acquisition secrets and how to create awareness. You now also know after someone books a demo call with you, you know what to do and what to say to them on that call, guys. Guys, again, I'm going to ask you guys the question that I've been asking for a while. Why would you not? Why would you not lock in? Why would you not continue on? Why would you just let this 4 days just be like for entertainment purposes? I wasn't here to entertain you. Like, this is really like life-changing stuff if you actually go out and implement it, guys. So I just want to just take a quick poll in the chat. Are you happy? Are you happy that you showed up for this 4 days, guys? Are you happy? Make sure nobody on the team is texting me. Are you happy that you showed up? Are you happy that you
Yes.
signed up? Are you happy that you implemented? Now, I wish I could hug everybody that I saw videos
My
from,
God.
content from. You guys made me so proud. But I'm so happy for you guys. Now, guess what? Yo, how many of you guys realize the journey does not stop here? How many of you guys realize the journey does not stop here? Guys, we covered a lot of ground in this 4 days.
True.
But yo, how many of you guys realize, I gave you guys a lot. But, yo, we didn't even like fully scratch